So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I go by the name Asira, and in case you're new here, karibu sana. Yeah, kindly. Okay, so what today's topic is all about. I'll be sharing with you guys my life, and my life with. Let me start before all of that. Rewind. No, first let me start here. My life with endo, but before I was diagnosed with endometriosis earlier last year, I guess, or earlier this year, no, earlier last year, yes. I guess it's earlier last year or earlier this year, I don't remember. So, way back, 12 plus years back, and we're growing end of the day. So I'm grateful actually to God and to the support system that I've got. So far so good. I can't complain. And usiku watu yangu, it's going almost 3:30 a.m. I felt like sharing this with you people. It may help at 2 or 3. Yeah, so my life with hormonal imbalance, or can I say irregular periods. Yes, I've been fighting irregular periods for the past 12 plus years, as I've said earlier, and it's not been an easy road. Since day one, actually, since the first day I started my menstrual flow. It has never been the same for me. I've never had a normal cycle. I cannot tell you how a normal cycle is. I cannot tell you how someone feels when they have periods for 4 days. After 4 days, they're good. I cannot tell you all that. So all my life I've known, for those 12 plus years, I've known sanitary towels I have to have in stock. I have to have so many stock. So many. I buy so many sanitary towels, as in double the way I buy my monthly shopping, as you guys have seen. I just buy so many. I buy a lot of, what are they called? I just forgot. Pills for cramps and everything else. I've just bought a lot. I just buy a lot, like my monthly budget. What? But anyway, it's okay. We grow, we understand life. Such kind of things we have to. It's a passing stage, and yeah. So, the first day I started my period was actually during my birthday. I was in school. My sister had just come visiting, and so we had an evening lesson at around 5 something. And I stood up to go and explain something for like a blackboard. And one of my friends / classmate, she told me, you know what, sit down. That's what she told me, sit down. I'll tell you a sweater on your uniform, and I'll tell you why. So she wrote to me that I had messed on myself. First and foremost, let me tell you people, mimi sijaijua kumess ni nini. I have never gone for a period to talk. I've never been taught how to put on a pad. Sijawahi funzwa, sijaiambiwa effects. Sijaiambiwa periods hukuja na such kind of effects. Itchy, cramps, backaches, headaches. Some people also faint. I've never been told that. I've never attended such kind of a class, so it is new to me. I just had to adapt. When I tell you I'm a survivor, I am. I had to adapt from the word go, because I am all alone. I'm in boarding school, I'm all alone. I cannot keep on going home. I cannot keep on calling my mom. Mnajua boarding schools za Kenya vile zinakuanga tricky. Kupata simu ni ngumu unless the time you're going home. So it was not an easy road actually, because I remember that time. So it was the time that the classes ended, went to the dormitory. It was now time for us to take a shower so that you can put on your pajamas and go take supper, then go for preps. So I went, actually not even tell anyone that it was my first time putting on a sanitary towel. So I just learned it. Like, I don't know how I did it, but God's grace I did. So I just put on my I took a shower, washed my clothes, put on a sanitary towel, and put on my pajamas and just went for supper. I was feeling actually very bad, because I remember I had a very severe headache for 2 weeks. I had cramps. I had a very bad backache. I felt like I was dying. I could not stand up for too long. I used to feel nauseated. Like, I just felt so bad, so bad. But boarding school, matron will always think you're fake, you said you want to go home. So I told her, she told me, no, you know what, it's normal. But for me, I felt it's not normal because first and foremost, I repeat, sijawai funzo. I've never been taught all about periods. I've never been taught how to handle it, what comes with it, what to eat, what not to eat, what to do. Sijawai, like, I have never been taught. So it was so hard for me. And I can't remember whether we were going for a night out, midterm, or I guess it was midterm. So we stayed in school. Then my periods ended after those 2 weeks. Then they came back after 3 days. Mind you, when I was doing my shopping for that term, I just bought sanitary towels just in case. Imagine, just in case. No one told me. I just bought them just in. So my sanitary towels were actually, they were overcoat. Those 2 weeks were very hectic. I used to have, like, the periods were so heavy, very soaked, and with cloths. I used to wear 2 pads at a go. So I used to change like more than 8 times a day. Don't forget, I'm in boarding school. No special diet, my people. Hakuna special diet. Hakuna special diet. So una survive. And I remember when I went home, I told my mom, nikapelekwa hosi. My mom took me to hospital. The level of my blood had dropped. It had gone to 3, my people, like 3. So it was so critical that I was told I must get a blood transfusion. My mom's prayers and beliefs plus mine, I was like, I don't want anybody's blood in my system. So what my mom did, I was given 2 days. If it is not after 2 days, because I was still put on some, what are they called? Blood boosters. I was taking some blood boosters. I was taking some medicines for the bleeding to stop. Not for it to regulate normal, but to stop. Mind you, this time of I've remembered, we were coming back. It was during midterm break. So I was given that. So I was told after 2 days, if my blood, I come back, and if my blood is still lower or even worse, it's just a blood transfusion. The power of my mom's belief is just on another level. Together with my late grandmom's prayers and everything, they were just on another level. I remember I ate things I've never eaten in my entire life. The types of veggies I ate, my friend, I have never eaten such kind of veggies in my life. My blood shoot, it went till 11, from 3, I'm telling you, from 3 to 11. That is how my blood shoot within less than 2 days. My friend. So I went back to Hosi, and the doc was really shocked. He was like, how? What happened? So I told him my mom gave me so this. And they're like, oh yeah, you should be eating such kind of things. I'm like, I'm in boarding school, and Kenyan boarding schools, no one cares about you. Mind you, I'm in a private boarding school, but you're treated like, Anyway, it's okay. So I went back to school, and I did not stay for long. I went back home because the bleeding was just on another level. Till to date, that matron we've never been in good terms because she never understood my case. She always thought I was faking so I can go home. Plus the deputy, we've never been in good terms. We meet each other, but we cannot even talk. I cannot even stand them because these people made my condition become worse. Because from the word go, at least I would have known what is happening with my system. But because I was not given the privilege to visit a doctor, it made me consume. Mind you, I never knew who a gynecologist was. My condition made me know who a gynecologist is. Like, mimi sikuwa ijua gynecologist anakaa aje, anakuanga aje, anakuwa wapi. I never knew. My condition welcomed me to more and more gynecologists because, you have to try different doctors so that a solution can be found, and you cannot, you can one doctor can misdiagnose you. Uenda kwa daktari mwingine akwambia you're not supposed to take this treatment, is not for your illness, this treatment for another illness, or this treatment has a high dosage or a low dosage, you understand? So you have to change. So anyway, I've learned a lot. My journey, I've learned a lot. So I went back to school. After midterm, I went back to school, came back home again, treatment, everything. Mind you, the first doctor, I don't even know kama ni gynecologist, hata siwezi kumbuka ofisi yake iko wapi. That doctor, imagine akinifanya scan, ultrasound, this is the first thing he asked me whether I'm pregnant. I'm like, bro, wait. You asking me whether I'm pregnant and I've been having my periods for the first session was 2 weeks, came back after 3 days, and now this is 1 month plus with my periods, and that's me that I'm pregnant. Like, which school did you go to? So my conscience told me, I tell my mom, I will change a doctor. So I went back to school. My mom was like, you just take the blood boosters, and while you're in school, I look for a doctor. Women and their way to find doctors, only God knows. So through the talking with her colleagues and her friends, we found another doctor. But where we had tried, we really struggled. I remember there's a doctor he's now late, may he rest in peace, Dr. Kamuru. That doctor, we even asked him, where can we get a gynecologist? Like, even we used to go to his clinic so that I can be treated. You understand? So that is how eager I was to get a treatment or to get a question, what is happening to my system, what is not happening. Because my mom was also shocked because she said I'm the first person to undergo such kind of an abnormal. My mom usually calls it an abnormal flow or an abnormal cycle, an abnormal circumstances in life. So after we went and found another doctor, Dr. Lagana. Actually, he's been through. He knows my story way back. But let us rewind. I remember. So before we met Dr. Lagana, I transferred from that school to another much better school as per my dad's idea. And now that school, I'm just 3 months new into that school. There's this teacher who used to live in our dormitory, like nyumba yake ilikuwa ndani ya dorm. So this teacher, I asked her one Saturday, we had just gotten out from eating lunch, and we were heading to the dormitory, I guess to change for preps. I don't remember, was it preps or something? Yeah, it was for preps. It was after lunch. So the day scholars were going home, the 5-day boarders were going home. So we only left the full boarders. So I bumped into her and asked her, Sha, is it normal for someone to have a periods for 2 weeks consecutively, heavy flow, fully soaked with clots? How many times do you change the sanitary towels? I told her, actually ask me how many sanitary towels do I put on at a go. I tell her twice. And she's like, twice. Connie, how many times do you change? I'm like, I change more than 8 times a day. What? And you've been in school, yes. You don't even seem like you're sick. Like, you're so jovial. I'm like, since all this stuff happened, I've always learned to smile, because I've gone worse way than that, but I've always learned how to smile in life. So I'm looking very strong. So blah 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 and everything. I'm taken to the hospital. So this doctor when nilipelekwa kwake, she was a mom to classmate of mine, actually a classmate. So she asked me, this condition, we don't have a gynecologist for this condition. Would like to refer you. So which hospital do I know? Pisha, why I've been there, but not because of the bleeding, because of maybe cough and everything else. Yeah, I'm taking my sister. So we went back to school. So this teacher bought me fruits. My previous video, I appreciated her, Lillian. She bought me fruits using her own money. She told me, she used to buy me fruits and tell me, you just eat. Kule upate damu. Imagine. Kule upate damu. So it was not an easy road. Actually, it was never an easy road for us. But she always stood by me and I'm always grateful to her. I would like one day we meet, like I just say a good thank you to her, because what she did, she really touched my heart. You know, she did. It's not repayable, but I just pray that God always answers her prayers and blesses her and open doors for her and her son. So coming back to school, we are not in agreement with the principal of the school. I don't know why. Since the first day I went for an interview, that teacher really hated me, but was good friends with my dad, which I don't care. So peace. So I went. So we came back and akapatia results and it's like, oh, this is not a condition that we can handle. So this needs a specialist. Who is a specialist? A gynecologist. Is a gynecologist from the hospital second? No. So what is the next solution? This girl has to go home. What this principal thought I wanted to go home for that girl. I'm like, are you serious? I just came the other day. My idea was not even going to go home actually. My idea was not even going to go home at all. But who are teachers? Kenyan teachers think they know everything. So we went and my mom was called, not by the school, but Lillian. Akapatiwa progress, but even before I went to Hosil, I guess Lillian had already called my mom, akampatia progress. So after the results and everything, my mom was called by Lillian, akaambiwa everything. So my mom was one of the Janji's parents. You know, my mom was this kind of parent. I don't even begin to see me or watch my mom. My mom would have never ever called the office to say, you know, my daughter called me. You what? No, my mom was so laid low. Same to my dad. Not unless you mess up with my dad. Not unless you mess up in terms of cash. But my mom, I used to call my mom every day when I was in high school. Every day at 6 sharp, I used to call my mom. Hi, principal. Hi, deputy. So I used to call them. I used to call my mom. So my mom did not like react to that. I'm like, yeah. She did not even say like she was called by a teacher and told everything, even before secondary school, even before after the results. So it was a really good secret between the both of them. I really loved how close they were. So my mom scheduled to come and pick me on a Monday. Yes, because it's already on Saturday. I have to take the medicine that I've been given just for the meantime. So it has to get off on Sunday because my mom with Sundays, she's not she can be available, but she had an activity in church which she could not miss, which I understood because she would sacrifice a lot for me. So I was like, I'll come pick her up on Monday. So she came, she took me to that Pesha. But wow, I went, actually I was not treated by a gynecologist. Funny thing, imagine, again, see, I was not treated by a gynecologist, just a random doctor. Sorry for mentioning the hospital, but it's true, I was not treated. I was not treated by a specialist. Treated on a gynecologist, treated on just a normal doc. So akanipatia then this dog. I was in and out of school actually. I was in and out of school searching for cure, searching not for cure but for solutions, searching for answers. Because God is the one who cures. Searching for good treatment and everything. So taken to hospital, in and out of school and everything else. People used to think I never used to like school because there's actually a student in our school who asked me, by the way, Mercy, this weekend we sing in school, the next weekend we're not singing in school. Where are you always going to? And I'm like, I'm just always in school, so I don't talk. I'm focusing more on books and angejua nilikuwa naenda kutibiwa. I was critical condition. But anyway, it's okay. She really cared actually. I'm very grateful. Though I don't remember who you are, I would have given you a shout out, but I'm sorry. So it was really, really hard actually for both my mom and I. Because this is something that I found abruptly. We had not like planned for it. We had no knowledge about it. So yes, I remember. Actually, that is now my condition made me become familiar with hospital beds and admissions. If it were not for that, a hospital and for me, actually the last time I went to the hospital before all these things happened, I was very, very small, I guess. My tooth, yeah, my teeth, I told her the ones. I can't hospital, but I was this kind of person who used to fight diseases. The immune was so strong. So hormonal imbalance really made my system very weak. Like right now I can even catch a cold very easily. I usually tell people I have to have a cold thrice a year. For mine it goes with terms or semester, first semester, second semester, third semester. So that is what hormonal imbalance did to my system. It was really the worst point in my life, but we grow anyway. So taken to the hospital and everything else, treated and given medication and everything, admissions here and there. I remember there was a time some students of my class came to visit me, and Teacher Lillian, Mr. Morocco came, shout out to you, Mr. Waithaka, Miss Mainge. I really remember those teachers. They really came and saw me at the hospital. I don't remember all the students. I'm sure I don't want to mention them, but shout out to them who came to see me. And actually the other day, Teacher Lillian, we did chat via Instagram, and she sent me those pictures. I'm like, you still have them? Personally, I don't even remember where those photos went to, but she really had them. Like, wow, that really made me feel special and loved. Wow, thank you. So we went and they came and saw me. And actually, that day they came to see me. I had already taken a blood test, and my level of blood was at 2 now. Let us forget about the 3-1 now. 2. And mom had no clue that my level of blood was at 2. Because my hands actually were very pale. I didn't even have blood. I didn't have blood. My hands were really pale. They used to be green over here. They used to be green. My eyes used to be clear white. My tongue would be very, very clear. Like it used to look like colorless, like water, but a bit of white. So that is how. And I was very thin. Like what? Hormonal imbalance really dehydrated me and drained me, because actually I did not even have water in my system. I used to drink water, and the way me and water, we are like this. We're never in the same WhatsApp group. But I used to be really sick. My face used to peel a lot. I don't think it's even coming back because I'm still taking also medication. So if by any chance you wanna ask why my face is like this, I'm undergoing some treatment, and it won't allow me to shine 24/7. But I try as much as possible to look good, to have a clear face. But the kind of medicine I take, no. So that is when I was administered taking contraceptive pills for the hormones, for my bleeding, for hormonal imbalance, for the hormones to balance, and they never went to quit. That good, because that is when I understood. Yeah, like every lady who takes contraceptive pills, you may never understand, or to the men whom their wives take contraceptive pills, you may find your wife is moodless, is not interested in bed matters. She's just there. Maybe you're a lady and you feel at times when I don't want even to be, I don't want anyone to talk to me. It's just someone, if someone just says something about you, very aggressive, rude, effects of the contraceptive pills. Actually, if there are gynecologists out there, kindly tell us, kindly correct me if I'm wrong, say the effects of contraceptives. We're all different, but I guess every woman in this earth has experienced that. You feel, you even have severe headaches, you're like, what is wrong with my system? So those are that is when I knew the effects of contraceptives. Sorry guys, that is when I knew the effects of contraceptives, because I really used to be really moody. Like I used to get angry very easily. Just the slightest thing used to trigger my angerness. It used to come. I used to burst. So there's a friend of mine who used to tell me, "I was your behavior." She's like, "What do you take? Let me see the medicine you take." Because I used to tell her, me actually, in school people used to call me pharmacist, a real chemist. Because I used to have, do you have painkiller? Do you have what are they called? Buscopan, postpartum, I don't know. Postpartum, those medicine for cramps, people. Do you have? I'm like, I do have. So, like, have you ever taken Buscopan A plus? I reached that level. So imagine the normal Buscopan was not working with my cramps. So I had to be given a higher dose. So that is how my system was really bad. So my people, it is not easy. It is not an easy road. So part two will be part two will come back after this. So I have to end this vlog over here because I have to prepare. I'm going to work. I have a lot of things to do today. Wow, the world is so fun. Bills, being a grown-up is a scam. An adult it is good actually, because you have the right of this. You can make your own decisions. Results, it's up to you. Face them alone. But I miss when I was small, when I used to ask for something and I'm given. Right now you have to sort yourself out. Bills are there, like what? They really knock on your head and you're like, I also wonder, how does a month end? Like you just paid the month the other day and boom, it's a new month. Like, knock knock. It smells at you like, wow, I'm really growing up. If I'm paying bills right now, really growing up. So guys, kindly subscribe, press the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be notified and you'll join my farm squad. Easy, very easy. Kindly don't forget to like, share, comment. Please, let us just reach that is 50 subscribers. I just need 50 subscribers. That is all I need. My former subscribers from the channel that was hacked, kindly come back. Kindly come back. Come back. Kindly search Masire 2. That is now my new YouTube channel. And yeah, I have more and more content for you guys. Very soon we'll be dropping a hit. I'll show you. I'll be doing some cleaning videos, some organization, some cooking videos, some talking videos like this one, some relationship video, vlog. Yes, and yes, kindly let us interact in the comment section. Let us interact, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys.